A strong storm coming out of the Gulf will bring heavy rain and gusty winds overnight. Here's everything you need to know about this storm in the next 3 minutes. It is time for your weather on the 6's. I'm Jeff Huffman. We'll have team coverage overnight if warnings are issued. We'll also be updating you on social media. Heavy rain moving in after midnight up until 8 a.m., at least an inch in most areas. Then strong winds pick up toward daybreak with a big front coming through. Now, these are non-thunderstorm wind gusts that'll be up to 35 miles per hour. And then it's going to turn much colder with temperatures falling into the 50s Sunday afternoon. Here's a look at satellite and radar. This was the big storm developing near Houston and New Orleans. Look at that flare-up of moisture and precipitation, and it'll move across the warm waters of the Gulf overnight. Severe weather is probably going to stay to our south in terms of thunderstorms that produce wind damage and an isolated tornado. That's from Crystal River to Ocala and points south, an enhanced risk just south of I-4. So if you have friends or family in those areas, make sure they have a way to be woken up in the middle of the night if a tornado is headed their way. Florida Storms is an app that can do that. You can customize those notifications for up to 8 different locations. So maybe you want to set the location for where your parents live and you be alerted by it, and then you can give them a phone call and wake them up in the middle of the night. Here's the heavy rain coming in between midnight and 2 is when it arrives. It'll be a steady rain that'll get heavy at times between 2 and 4 a.m. There are those stronger storms from Crystal River down the I-75 corridor to Tampa and then down the Turnpike to Orlando. Right around daybreak is when the actual front will come through, and right on the back side of the storm system, the winds are going to really pick up. Here's the amount of rain we're expecting: 1 to 1.5 inches in most areas, some locally higher totals in a few spots. Now here's something that I don't show you very often. It's an exclusive wind damage risk map. Notice down in central Florida, you see those reds. That's the thunderstorm damage winds. That's the thunderstorm winds that could produce damage. Here in North Florida, watch this. Right around 7 to 9 a.m., we got a low risk for some minor wind damage. These wind gusts could be up around 35 to 40 miles an hour briefly when the front moves through. And then, of course, it will stay pretty breezy the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures are going to be at their warmest Sunday at midnight, and then they're going to hold mostly in the 50s throughout the day. That's noon, maybe briefly touching 60 in a few spots. And then, of course, when the sun goes down Sunday night, temperatures will cool down very quickly, all the way down to the upper 30s. 36 in Gainesville for your Monday morning low, 39 in Ocala, and wind chills even colder than that, possibly some upper 20s in a few spots. Here's your updated 6-day forecast. The mess is out of here by noon, but this storm system leaves behind some really cold air. Freezes are possible Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Daytime highs in the 50s. We will warm up toward the end of next week with our next rainmaker about a week away, next Friday or Friday night.